With me, I have Dawn Ruma from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and we are so glad to see you. We've had some technical glitches, and I'm still working on that. I don't know if I've gotten to the second grade level yet. I think I should have been reborn again and start this all over. But anyway, how are you doing, Dawn?
Um, doing fine. Got my chiller in hand. I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. Maybe you need one of those drinks with a little alcohol in them at this point. It took us a while to figure this out, but I think we've got it figured out.
I think so. Hopefully, we'll see.
So let me just, we are here. We're doing live readings. If you have a question or something you want to figure out, or if we can help you in any way, that's what we're here for, to do free readings. And we enjoy doing this and we love all of you. So I'm just going to put you right now what's going on. And so
Hello,
the first.
seashells. Hello, seashells. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
seashells. Oh, it's good to see you again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
So it looks like we're up on YouTube, and I'm looking for Facebook to see if Facebook became live for you as well. Let's see if it's there.
Okay, this is so much fun.
Facebook is live as well, Susan, for you. So your Facebook is
Good.
live. So what I'll do is I'll share them out so people will know that you're there.
Okay.
So go ahead and continue, Susan. I'm just going to do it and share for everyone.
Well, I'm finally okay. Seashell says she's finally working it out, the connection. Yes, it took us only 45 minutes to figure this out, but thank God for Dawn. He's my angel. He's our angel, my husband's angel too. So he's helped putting us on track. So I'm glad you feel amazing. It's amazing to see you. After all we went through, it's really amazing to see you, seashells. Anyway. Okay. So I was just going to keep you up with the news and everything. And the first Thursday of every month, I do mediumship practice at Rising Phoenix Church, and it's at 7:00. So it's just the first Thursday of every month. So that will be tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Anyway, if you have questions, make sure you let us know if they're general or specific. That makes a difference. And for those of you on YouTube, if you like what we have to say, or if we're helping you in any way, please hit like, share, comment, and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Now, Dawn and I are going to be at the Purple Lotus Psychic Fair, which is Embracing Your Journey, on November 19th. And that's going to be from 10 to 5 p.m. And that's going to be held at the New Vision Center for Spiritual Living. And that's on North Tatum, 18010 North Tatum in Phoenix. And that will be November 19th. And then Dawn and I will both be at the December 4th Phoenix Psychic Fair, which is on Dunlap and I-17. And that's from 9 to 5 p.m. And at 10 o'clock that day, Dawn and I are going to do some platform mediumship, which will help you connect with your loved ones. And I think you'll find it very fascinating how our loved ones are always around us. And so if you want to do private readings with Dawn, you would contact him at Dawn Ruma at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And if you need a private reading with me, just contact me at sgrayson2@msn.com. So, Dawn, do you have anything to add to this?
No. I do remind everybody. Sorry, I'm typing as I speak, sending out the word. I remind everybody that we just had the Dia de los Muertes yesterday, which is probably the day where the veil. But October 31st and November 1st is the day in which the veil between this life and the other life and all other lives is the thinnest. And so do not be surprised if you had an uptick in metaphysical things going on. Don't be surprised if you sensed somebody visited you, some family member came back and visited with you. Don't be surprised if you saw more stuff happening in your house and wondering what's happening, because that's probably the metaphysical stuff happening. The spirits are, again, the veil is the closest at this point, the thinnest. And so you can sometimes tap into that veil. And who knows, maybe today, Susan, we'll even have a little visitor while we're online. That would be kind of nice, huh?
That would be great. That would
A
be
little
great.
mediumship visit, So again, if you're looking to have somebody come in, you may want to bring them, wish them, or will them into this live stream, because if the spirits sense that you want to hear them and they know that you're talking to somebody who can connect, then that would be a good way to do that. So keep that in mind. If you want to have a spirit come to visit, try to bring their energy into us, and maybe we'll pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sounds great.
Susan, remind us the title of your book.
Okay, the title of my book is Love Your Spiritual Gifts, and it's being edited right now. It's almost finished being edited, and it will be published hopefully by the end of the year. And what I did was I talked a little bit about everything I've ever taught. I've taught a little bit about some of my personal experiences, not too personal, but and ways to guide you. I talked about classes I've given, like in mediumship and Wicca and candle magic, all that stuff. But I've also put in like things like how to make your life better, how to work with energy, how to work with your gifts. And that's what's really important, because we all have these gifts. We just sometimes choose to ignore them or not work with them, but we do have these gifts, right, Don?
We do. So, it's interesting.
Anything happen unusual lately?
No, it's interesting because we had a technical glitch earlier, and I was just checking out the live stream, and all I see was Bill's head.
And he's supposed to be behind the scenes.
Yes, he was under the scene. He was under the scene.
So much for yourself.
As I was just responding to that, as I was just sending the forwarding, I had to make sure I had the right one. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's a forehead.
But that's not your forehead, nor was it mine.
Exactly. So I had to chuckle at it because it was it's one of those things, folks. I tell you, the system to use once you have it down is quite simple, because we leave it in place and we just kind of pop it up. But setting it up and keep it going can be very frustrating because there's a lot of technical stuff happening.
And that's what Dawn keeps telling me. Oh, once you get it down, it's easy. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for that.
Exactly.
But see, Bill just wanted to get his face in there. He wanted to be shown.
Yeah, Seashell says, yeah, I could only see him too. Yeah. Bill now has one of the most famous foreheads in the world. When you're out and about and you see that forehead, you're like, hey, aren't you that guy?
Aren't you that Bill on TV?
Exactly.
Whatever.
We'll call him Forehead Bill. Aren't you Forehead Bill? No, the technical.
Goodness. Well, you know what? One thing you learn, and the longer you live, you keep learning it. You have to keep that sense of humor.
Yeah, and the funny part is Susan and I are on one side live, and then Bill's on another side live, and it's like, okay, we're competing interests. It's crazy.
And then you say, what is he doing there?
Yeah, so it was fun. It was funny, but it was interesting. So we are back.
Okay, so who's the first name?
Well, Seashells.
Seashells, yeah, we're so glad to see her. She is awesome. Thank you, Seashells. We really appreciate your patronage.
Seashells, do you have a specific question or a general reading if you want?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Also, welcome in Elizabeth, and welcome in Elizabeth Kuntz, Morris.
Oh, our favorite Elizabeth.
I've got a bunch of other people that are usually here too. June,
okay.
Karen.
So who's first, Bill?
Seashell.
Seashell. Okay, Seashell, did you want us to pull some cards for you?
I think so.
Okay, let's pull a few cards.
But also welcome in Terry Linden, Patrick Monaghan, and also Liz Blessingame, all the way from Facebook.
Oh, I know Liz. Liz is a friend of mine from Albuquerque. Hi, Liz.
Welcome in, folks. and Libby, sorry to hear about your the loss of your brother-in-law, and also of the emergency for your father-in-law. Our condolences to your loss, and we're sending well wishes for your recovery for your father-in-law.
Always, always. Yes. Okay, Bill. I pulled some cards for seashells.
Okay. She wanted
Seashells.
to know, will she settle abroad by next year?
She what?
She wanted to know, will I settle abroad by next year?
And this is seashells.
Seashell. Huh?
Okay, so I feel like some things are ending in your life, and maybe that's where you're living right now. It's coming to an end because spring looks pretty awesome, and you're going to have plenty of money to do that. So there's an opportunity coming for you in springtime. Grab it, run with it. It'll pay off. So yes, that would be if you're considering going abroad. Spring is the time to do it because it says you're going to be starting all over again. You've got many choices to make right now, but when you make these choices, go within, make sure it feels right. It's the help from the other side. And look you're going to be starting all over again. This is the Tower card. It's like, okay, you've built up your life and everything's going fine. Then all of a sudden you feel like everything's collapsing where you have to rebuild it again. But when you do with the right choices and the choices that feel right for you within, you're going to be happier than ever before because you got the Sun card. So that's pretty good. You're turned on.
Liz, Last in Game says hello from Albuquerque. And
Yes.
then Patricia Wells Green says her name is Trish from AZ. She said Trish from AZ. So she said hello. And then Elizabeth also said thank you. And then Janet Tisdale, how are you? Did you recover? How and when did you discover you could do this, Susan? So Janet Tisdale wants to know how and when did you determine you could do this?
Well, first of all, I was always interested in things that weren't drilled into us, that we weren't, things that just didn't seem ordinary. I was always interested in that. I was really fascinated with metaphysics. And when I started doing readings with the tarot cards, just like all these messages started coming in, even though they weren't necessarily the same description as that particular card. But I would just go with the messages and I would find, wow, it was right on. So we all have these gifts. It's a matter of, do you want to develop them? If you want to develop them, then find a tool that's easy for you. I found the tarot deck, and there's hundreds out there, and that enabled me to get answers easily because they're pretty fascinating and they have so much symbolism on them. But you have to trust your inner guidance. It's not just what the cards appear to be. It's what your inner intuition is telling you. So that's how I got started. And I just love it. I love people and I love to be able to help. How about you, Dawn? How'd you get started?
I've been doing it for years. I was fascinated by I was fascinated by a reader who did a reading for me, and then two readers, and they were so on target. And I thought, there's got to be something to this, something I can learn. And then as I started learning it, the intuition came in, and then some of the psychic skills started filling in, and things that didn't make sense before were now making sense. And I'm like, oh, I've had it before. I just didn't know I had the ability because I had suppressed it. So anyway, it was kind of an interesting situation. So for me, it was just a slow and steady climb. And then I did it for family and friends for years, and then started doing it finally professionally and making my mark, shall we say.
Yeah. Well, you do great. You do great. You help so many people, Dawn.
Well, I appreciate that. And in reference to Seashell specifically in her question, Seashell, I can see you definitely want to go. And I think that you believe that it's going to make you happy to go over to take this trip to live in Europe. But I can see you are indecisive. You still have not yet made the final decision. And again, there's some things holding you back, some concerns. One of those concerns is finances. You are concerned that the money may not be there, the budget may not work, so forth. But I'm being told the world card is there, and that's the get out there and go traveling. This is the do it card. This tells you this you really should go ahead and do this. This is 21. This is the highest tarot card in the major arcana deck, part of the tarot card. So what I'm telling you is, yeah, you should do it. Yes, there are concerns, and they're valid concerns. I'm not saying they're not economic valid concerns, but again, stop letting yourself be held back. because the only thing holding you back is you, and the world is ready to deliver to you. And so be open, be ready for it. Again, there's going to be a number of things to put in place before you do this. So it's going to take some time, some energy. But look, this is that journey. This is that journey. There you go. There's that journey, and it's across water. So yes, you're intended to head over there and look at this. It's going to be the start of a whole new way of thinking, a whole new life, a whole new way of doing things. That's the ace. The ace is telling you it's a new beginning. So again, take that opportunity, time to travel. This is definitely the travel card. That's the journey. And so get to it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't, except your own fighting your own issues. And again, surrender to the fact that you can do anything. Surrender and allow yourself to believe that. And it's amazing when you start believing it, it happens. And we'll go back to my thing, which is affirmations. Every morning, say that affirmation. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. I repeat it. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Say it every day and say it with meaning and conviction, and you will be surprised how that abundance comes back to you. Good morning, Angie. Nice to see you pop in as well. I saw you pop in earlier, and you were first to alert us about our technical glitches. This has got them resolved. So Angie's here on YouTube. Susan.
Okay, so Julie did you want a question, Julie? She said she's here, but I'm going to post some cards for Julie. Mm-hmm. It's good to have you here, Julie. Thank you for coming. Let's see what we got for you, Julie. Oh, my goodness. It looks like you're worried about money and worried about a little bit about finances, or maybe not having enough. And the money's coming to you, though. And this is very interesting because you have the dream card, the moon. And that's really talking about your dreams are going to be very helpful if you just pay attention to them, maybe write them down, so when you wake up, don't move your head, don't go running off to the bathroom, just lay there for a minute and try to recall something about the dream. But it looks like when you put all this emotional stuff behind you, all of a sudden everything's going to open up and the money's going to be there, and it's going to allow you to do the things that you want to do. But there's some emotional baggage. It's like, you know what? It's time to put it behind you. It's time to move forward, and you can have a wonderful life. Thank you, Julie.
Super. We also need to respond to Terry Linden. Terry Linden says she has a friend who is dealing with cancer going into her bones, and what can she do to help support her? Can you see if there's something that you can, not just what we would know on our own, but what Spirit's saying, okay, what else they can do to help and support?
Well, I feel like, first of all, pray for that person. Ask the angels to surround that person with love and light, and pray for them. Praying really does matter. And I feel like you've known this person for a long, long time. They're a childhood friend, and send them love. Love is what it's all about. Send them love. Notice they're going through a transition, and they may feel like they're getting better for a while before they don't. But just keep sending them love and prayers and wishing them the best. And that's the best you can do for them. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to hit the cards to see what I find. Don't forget, folks, tonight, Angie and I will be back online. Angie is A5 Says, Angie Lewis, and I, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, back online at 6 p.m. tonight, West Coast time, 9 East Coast time, for some more live readings. And tomorrow,
while you're pulling the cards, Dawn, can I quickly say hi to Bruce Potts, my dear friend in Albuquerque, and my dear friend Elizabeth in Albuquerque. I love you guys, and it was good to see Liz too. You guys are always special. Albuquerque always will hold a place in my heart, and so will your friendships. Thank you.
Let's see. I hope I'm reading for Terry, right?
Terry Linden, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Terry. Terry, the one thing you can look at this, I love this card. The one thing you can bring to them is remind them of the love and light and wonderful things that have been part of their life. Be their joy. Don't come in and be their sorrow. Don't be their reality either. Don't come in. Let somebody else tell them the truth. Somebody else give them the diagnoses. Let somebody else give them the harsh treatment of what's coming or whatever. The point is that's not your job. So in your role is to be that energy, that positive energy, that positive spirit that rolls in, lightens up a room, leaves a big old energy ball, and then walks out. So where their day has been lifted, their energy has been lifted, and they're for at least a little part of their day, a little part of their week, that you've given them this escape, for lack of a better word. You've given them an escape from their reality into your wonderful energy world. Okay, so the most important thing you can do for your friend is to be their clown, to be their comedian, to be their love, their light, their energy, and because they're not going to have as much. And so again, when you walk into a room, bring that with you. I want you to walk in big. I want you to walk in bold, even if it goes against type, even if you're not that person who is big and bold in life. This is not about you. You need to divorce yourself from your feelings about how you're uncomfortable because I don't want to be the light of the room. This is not about you. This is the one time where you say, you know what, for my friend, I'm going to be the light of the room. For my friend, I'm going to be the love. For my friend, I'm going to be the entertainment. Even if you have to be an ass and be silly. Be silly. I mean, this is your friend. And so this is the one time where I tell you to totally open yourself up to every energy you have, every love, every light you have, and give it. That is your gift to them. So don't come into the room. And again, if people say, can you talk to them about, no, I'm not talking to them about anything negative. My job, my role is to lift them up, and everybody else can be real. I don't want to be real. I want to be their energy. Okay. That's the biggest thing I got from you. And it's going to be a struggle because again, I'm getting the feeling that you're not generally that person full of energy, full of light. You kind of walk in and you're kind of, okay, I'm here, but you're not bold. You're not big in that sense. You're not a big energy. But again, stop struggling with that because again, you're doing this for them, not for you. The best gift you can give. And I think about it, of all things, the best gift you can give is light, love, and energy. How cool is that, right? And how much does it cost you, by the way? How much does it cost you? How much does it cost any of us to do that? Absolutely nothing. But the impact you have on their life is, it's unbelievable. So again, costs you nothing, but it gives you a lot, okay? The next thing I do is look at this.
Also, you're sending this beautiful energy to them. And that's all everything is energy. And that's very important.
And they may need
helping them in their transition.
Not only that, but they need that energy to fight the cancer. They needed to fight the suppressed immune system. They needed to fight to get to the next day. They may needed to fight to have clarity of mind. And again, you bring that energy and you leave it with them. And look at this. Again, it's going to open you. This process is actually going to open you up. It's going to open you up in a new way of thinking and doing your own life because you're going to get used to the concept of, wow, I can be that bigger person. I can be a bolder person. I can put myself out there. Your vulnerability will be your asset in this moment. Okay. So continue to do that. Also, again, remember, this is about them. This is not about you. This is your giving advice. This is your being there for them. So this is not about you. Remember, this is about them. Make sure that everything you do when you're in that room is for them. Leave your problems away. I don't care if you're getting divorced, you ran over a cat, and you shot a dog, and whatever else. The worst things in the world you can think of. I don't care. Not in that room.
But it's also energy. You give out that beautiful energy to somebody and somebody in need, that love and light. It all comes back to you. It really does. Energy never dies. It just keeps moving and changing.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much of that is already in you. You need to take the lid off. You need to take the lid off and let the light shine through. That's all I'm saying.
I would like to quickly just say hi to Lorena. Thank you for being here, and to Patrick Monahan and to Trish Wells. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We appreciate it, and I'm sorry we started so late. That we had all these glitches, and Um, this is not easy.
But I would tell you what, folks, in the psychic world, for everything that isn't right, we see it as a lesson, an opportunity to learn and grow from it. And the same thing with the technical stuff. For every technical glitch, it's a lesson and an opportunity to get a little better at what we do. So have a positive feeling about that.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you.
Liz Blassingame.
Yeah, I already said hi to Liz. It's good to see Liz. Who else? Who has a
Okay.
question?
Okay.
Liz, would you like a quick question? Let's pull some cards for you. I haven't pulled cards for you in ages. So let's see what I can tell you. And Liz is in Albuquerque. She's a massage therapist. She is an awesome photographer. So she's a great person. Well, Liz, it looks like you're going to be doing some more traveling. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet up. We were on different cruises a couple of weeks ago. But the travel card is here and it's very strong, even though your things seem to be kind of in a slump right now. But hang in there. You've got a new love coming into your life. And I don't know if this is a love for something that you're doing, something that you're discovering about yourself, or if it's an actual person. But this is coming. And come spring, you're going to be kind of making a choice. Okay, which way do I go? Which direction do I feel drawn to? And so Spirit's going to help you out. So just hang in there. It's a lot of good things to happen. Thank you. Thank you, Liz.
Were you reading for Liz Blastingale?
Yes, Liz in Albuquerque.
She also wants to know, is she going to be moving back to North Carolina?
Oh, no, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she wants to know, that's if I read right, that's what she was asking here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Moving back home to NC, question mark.
You know, for some reason, you've got the judgment card. So this is like a time of awareness. It's like all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden I have a better understanding of where I am and where I'm going. And it's almost like you've tried to make things work as well as you could here. And maybe it's time to throw in the tile and turn and go in a different direction. So I would not be very surprised if you do move to North Carolina. It looks good either way, but maybe it's time to move on. And wherever it is you decide to go, this love is coming into your life. So don't be surprised. It's coming. It's coming very soon, this next year. So get ready. Get ready, Liz.
Julie is saying she's having a problem with the share button on the Facebook, and so I'm trying to help her through that. She's saying that the share button under the program doesn't work. But Julie, if you go into chat mode and right beside the chat blank, and you see the share button on the left, click that and see if that works, because it's a different share button than otherwise, and see if that works. Also, while you're at it, Toby Harris has a question. Toby Harris says, can he have a general reading?
She's an awesome person. You would just love her, Dawn. She lives in Albuquerque and she's out in the boonies. Way out in Albuquerque, like towards the mountains. And she's just a neat guy. She's got 2 awesome kids and she has a great husband. And this looks really good, Liz. I mean, Elizabeth. I know her name's Toby, but I call her Elizabeth. This is a very beautiful spiritual card. It's a high priestess, and you got the magician. So there's a lot of wonderful things coming into your life and coming into your growth, your spiritual growth. You can have everything you want in this lifetime. It is saying where your energy, and it has always been this way. It's been on your family and your husband and taking care of everybody. And you do a great job and you are so loved. And I know your son William is on the other side and he loves you so much too. And I love you. You're wonderful. Okay. Dawn?
Yeah. I was getting a really heavy energy, Liz.
Yeah, she's been through a lot, but she's a super person, a wonderful person.
Yeah, no. Liz, what is the health? I'm getting a health crisis. Did you recently come through a health crisis, or are you having a health crisis? Because I'm sensing a health crisis for you.
Her husband has been very ill over the years.
Okay. Who is the Toby? Who is the person who is having the dementia? That's not your husband, right? That's somebody else. Who's having dementia? There's somebody in your family that's having some dementia issues. I don't know if it's Alzheimer's. I'm feeling like it may or may not be, but it's definitely dementia. Are you dealing with somebody who is having dementia right now? Because that person is coming. I mean, I'm getting a lot of energy around that. I don't know what's happening there. I'm trying to put it.
She said her past year was disruptive, sad, and she'd like to know where she's going. What kind of success should she see?
Okay, I'll go through that in a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, there's somebody in your world, Toby, who is starting to have some dementia, is having dementia, or has dementia. They need. I'm not sure that they are aware or they even have gotten care, but you should be reaching out to that. You should be, and I don't know exactly. I'm not getting the energy of who it is. It is a direct family member. I'm getting.
Should maybe my father.
I don't know. I don't know.
It could be her dad, or it could be she's originally from Canada.
Yeah.
And she and her husband are both Native American, so it could be some of her family over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dad, it could be her dad.
Yeah, yeah. And your mom has passed already, correct, Toby?
Yeah.
Is that right? Without saying that.
Her mom passed when she was young. Yes.
Yeah. So I know it's not, because I wasn't getting female energy. Reach out to your dad, because I think he's starting to have some early onset of Alzheimer's or something. Reach out to him and see if he's doing something about it, because I'm really getting a warning for you to kind of see what you can do there. I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards. Okay. And Toby, you have a grandson? I don't know how old you are. Do you have a grandson, Toby? Do you know if she has a grandson, Susan?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, her kids are in their teens, late teens, early 20s.
Oh, well, guess what? One of them is bringing her a gift. Toby, don't be surprised
it could be her son William on the other side that's bringing her a very beautiful spiritual gift.
Yeah, no. I mean, one of her kids.
Maybe it's one of her kids. Yeah.
One of her kids. Don't be surprised if they come home soon and let you know that one's on the way, because I'm getting new baby energy for you, and I'm getting grandchild energy. So, and it's going to be a boy. You're going to have a grandbaby boy. So. Yeah, a grandchild's coming soon, and probably I don't know exactly when. I just know the news is coming to you. I don't know, like the very end of this year, early next year. So don't be surprised. Maybe it's like a Christmas gift. I'm feeling it's like a Christmas gift. But I can see here, yeah, Toby, you've been through it. Look at this.
She says, "Uh-oh."
You've been through it. Hopefully you have kids old enough, but that's the energy I'm getting. I'm serious that I'm getting the energy about that, which is interesting. And you're kind of, you're like, okay, you're doing an inventory. You're like, okay, I've been through the battle. I've been war torn, and it's like, okay, I'm tired. This is you're just sitting there and saying, okay, can we somehow bring this to an end? Can I make this year end? Also, your finances have been tested as well. So it's been health and finances, which is quite interesting. But yet you still give. You give to so many people, and that's such a wonderful trait. So as you give, you will receive. Remember that. Remember that clearly. But there are changes coming. Unfortunately, there are changes that you have not planned. This is the Tower card. So these are changes that are external to you, things that you did not set into motion. But when the changes are coming around you, make sure that you embrace them. Make sure you use them to your advantage. Change is not always a bad thing. Change sometimes can be a good thing, but this one gives you a new chance to move forward. So I would not be surprised if this means something big is coming toward you, or again, you moving towards something else. You've been making plans. Next year is going to be very, very, look at this. There's that movement card. So was this the woman who was asked about moving?
Yeah. Well, no, that was, Liz was asking about moving.
There's some kind of movement here for you too as well, Toby, because I'm seeing some kind of movement here. I'm seeing some kind of energy around movement and marriage. Again, is one of your kids old enough to get married? Because
Yeah,
I'm getting
the daughter has been going with this guy for many years.
that's the marriage card. So again, maybe that's who also the baby is coming from. I don't know. So there you go. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, this year
Just
coming
got
to
a
be a lot of change.
surprise.
I'm sorry.
Julie is still having a problem on Facebook, so maybe we ought to tell her to go to YouTube.
Yeah, but hopefully, is everybody else, if you can hit that share button on Facebook and see if it's working for you too, so we can figure out what's happening. Can everybody is on Facebook now? Can you hit the share button and see if it's working for you? Because Julie is not having it. You go with it. By the way, don't forget to hit subscribe and follow as well. Actually, it's follow on Facebook. For YouTube, it's subscribe. And while you're subscribing, also don't hesitate to come over to my page, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, on YouTube, and subscribe there as well. And I go live on Wednesday nights, Thursday mornings, and throughout the week sometimes too. So next.
Okay, next. Bill's taking care of the list here.
Okay, Patrick Monahan Linden.
Okay, Patrick, I've never met you in person. You're on my Facebook, but I'll pull some cards for you and see how you're doing and see what to expect this year or this new year. You know, we're almost into the new year. Do you believe it? Okay. So even though you're going through maybe a very difficult time right now where you feel like you're not in control of some situations, they're controlling you, it's going to work out. Get past it. You know, allow that to move in the past and move forward, because it looks like there's some work you're going to be doing that's going to be really wonderful. You're very good at it. It's probably doing spiritual work, but there's great news coming in the spring. You've got to, you know, as you get 3 months of kind of like, you know, maybe some rough spots, but hang in there, because the work you do has an impact on people. You're making a difference in the world, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Patrick. Dawn's concentrating.
Yeah, typing away. Just making sure I finished out something I was writing. So we're good. Angie says that she was able to share. She said they changed things up on Facebook. She was able to share, though. So, Julie, maybe it's something you have. Maybe you need to exit Facebook and come back in, Julie. And if you do that, maybe you'll be able to do the share. But I know Angie's saying she tried it. Angie says she has to exit the live chat on Facebook to share. Oh, I see. Otherwise, it only allows you to share via Messenger. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. So maybe that's the problem you're having, Julie, is that because of the way Facebook is set up. Facebook can be a very fickle thing. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
And, you know, Messenger is too. If I've ever got scammed or, you know, had problems, it was with Messenger, not with Facebook. Strange.
It is. So who was it you were reading for again, Susan?
Okay, that was Patrick Monahan. I believe he lives in England.
Okay, let's give Patrick a reading.
I could be wrong, but I know he's not in Arizona.
Patrick. What we got for Patrick? Ooh, also this card is popular today, the change card, that tower card. Look at that. Change is coming, Patrick. And again, it's change you did not invite. It's change that you are not in control of, but it is change that you can benefit from if you use it to your advantage. And again, the same card. Are you going on a trip, Patrick? If you're looking to go on a trip this year, apparently the plans are changing. And that's what the change is then, I guess. The plans are changing beyond your control. Maybe something's happening like cancellations of flights or reservations or whatever. So don't be surprised if you are, or even something came up. So again, don't be surprised if a change in destination is going to happen with your trip this coming year. But you're going to love it. It's going to work out to your advantage. You're going to be glad you made the change and that you didn't take the initial trip that you'd hoped for. Wow, I'm loving it too. And it's interesting because it's going to frustrate you unbelievably, but you need to just drop the sword. You need to just let it, you can't control it, let it go, release it. Don't let the energy build up in you and just go and just have a good time. Don't pay attention to anything around you. This is the Fool card. Just enjoy yourself and let go. Just be in the moment for that trip, Patrick. Okay. So I'm seeing you going, I'm seeing a vacation. I'm seeing change of plans for that vacation. And I'm seeing you go out there, but I'm telling you that the spirits are saying, enjoy yourself, make sure you have a great time, and just roll with the flow. Just roll with the punches, go with the flow, and enjoy your vacation. If things change, so be it. You're going to appreciate the changes. They're going to be better than the original vacation plans. Okay?
Okay, so I think I'm going to pull some cards for Lorena. Lorena is a great little spiritual teacher, and she teaches all kinds of classes. She's just a super intuitive person, a very good psychic. I'm going to pull some cards for Lorena. She deserves a good reading. Okay, let's see, Lorena. Okay, money, up and down, up and down. There's been some struggles, and you're trying to weigh things carefully, like, trying to make choices. But very soon you'll have a very clear picture of which way to go. And what's really neat, Lorena, you have the Strength card, which is a beautiful card for health issues. So if you've been feeling maybe kind of down, or maybe like, things haven't been going the way you wanted, or maybe physically not feeling up to par, this is a great card to get. It means things are going to start, you're going to start feeling better emotionally, physically, spiritually. You help so many people. You do such great psychic work and spiritual work, and you need to keep at it. We love you. Thanks.
The guys who blow the leaves or the grass, or in this case, the sand,
no.
they're here. So I'm going to go on mute until they move on. So continue, and I'll pop back on when they're gone. Okay?
Okay, Bill, who do we have next?
Patricia Wells Green, did you get her?
I think I did do a reading for her. Yeah, Trish.
Okay. Okay. And I've got, hit the button on your phone and slide down to the bottom, and it's got an A5 SAYS.
Okay, A5 says, okay, let's see. Oh, I see who it is. How are you doing? And she's a sweetheart. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I can add to her reading from last night. And let's see what we have. Okay. Wow. Well, it looks like you're learning. You're learning a lot of stuff. You may be attending some workshops very, very soon, and some things that maybe you haven't been really clear about. It's like all of a sudden you're having a better understanding of where you are and where you're going, and seeing the truth. The truth is so important. And they're saying when you see this truth, and it may be about somebody, and I feel it's a male that's around you, that all of a sudden you're having some awareness of what's going on. And it's saying don't back down. Stay strong. Set your boundaries with people. This is very important. You're doing great, though. Keep up the good work. And thank you so much for being here. Okay, so who else?
I don't know whether Bruce wants one or not.
Bruce, my dear friend Bruce Potts in Albuquerque. Let's see if I can pull some cards for you. I haven't done this in a few years. So, wow. Okay, Bruce is really kind of a neat person. He's an Aquarian, and if you looked at his natal chart, he has Aquarius everywhere. It's like a really, really unique person, and he's got the most awesome tattoos all over him. So looks like you're gonna there's some money coming your way, and just know this is coming. This is coming next year. It's probably end of winter, but it's gonna give you some of the resources where you can do some of the things you're wanting. And I know so much you want to travel. I know you want to go to Bali and a few other places. Let's see if that's going to happen. This is so awesome. Look at this Chariot. I just talked about traveling and I picked the Chariot card. And this is saying, yes, you're going to go on some trips. You're not going to go till probably close to summer, maybe June, July or anything. This is really cool. Do you believe that? The cards are never wrong. Sometimes I can interpret them incorrectly, but they are always right on. So, Bruce, that sounds great. So, start packing, get ready. You get about 8 months to go, and then you're going to be off and running and having fun. It will be very good for you, Bruce. So good. So glad you came, and take care. Thank you. Okay. So my book is coming out the end of the year. It's finishing being edited. And so I talk about different things. I talk about your energy. I talk about doing like mediumship work. If you want to do it, I will tell you how to do it in the book. I tell you how to do different things like scrying, like mirror scrying. If you're doing crystal balls, all that kind of stuff. I also talk about, classes I've given like Wicca and classes on, like I said, the mediumship on auras and, just a whole range of things. I particularly talk about the tarot because that's how I got started. But everything is energy. Everything in our life, we are energy. Energy never dies. It changes form and that's why when we get on the other side, we're still around. Our spirit is still around you. But it just changes form. We're not in the physical body anymore. But I think it's very important that all of us pay attention to our energy, the things that raise our vibration, that keep us strong and healthy, and the things that don't. In order to grow spiritually, you have to be sensitive to everything around you, the whole world. And if you do want to start learning how to contact the other side, you have to raise your vibrations, because the vibrations on the other side are at a different frequency. So we need to work with that. And so we can talk a little bit about the things that raise our vibrations and things that don't. If you're really tired and you're not getting enough sleep or rest, then your vibration's going to drop down. Your energy level is going to drop down. Toxic environments like littered streets, congested traffic, pollution, condemned buildings, homes, homeless people, that all brings your energy down. Seeing animals or people being abused, anger, jealousy, resentment. These are all things that I've, noted in my book. People that drain your energy, it's very important to stay around them too. Stay away from them, because you want to keep your energy high and strong. Don't waste your time doing things you don't want to do and arguing and yelling. That expends all this unnecessary energy. We want to keep ourselves strong. I noticed Elizabeth's still watching. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for being here. And Linda, my friend Linda's here. Linda Drotman. So I'm going to post some cards on Linda, and then we'll get back to me talking your ear off. So let's put some cards on Linda and see what's going on for her. Okay, Linda. Looks like you have some decisions to make. You went on the cruise, you had a great time, and now it's back to reality. But the decisions, you're going to be presented with a big decision to make. And what I would say to you, don't make it immediately. Don't make that decision, that choice immediately. Wait 3 months and you'll have a better understanding of which direction to go, because you're going through a lot of learning and growing, and you are a beautiful person and so full of love. And even though you've had some disappointments recently, just change your attitude. Don't worry about the situation. Be concerned on how you're reacting to it. So as we get into late winter, you've got some money coming your way. So you are going to be graced with the things you so deserve. And we love you, and just keep up the good work. So let's see who else is here. Lewis is here. It's so good to see you, Lewis. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Are you a little wary, Watt? I think you are. So don't worry. It's not worth it. You're very good at what you do. I know you help a lot of people. You're in the healthcare profession. But this is also saying it's time to help yourself. This is the Empress card. This is saying it's time to do some nurturing for you. And this is also a time maybe make some big plans. You don't have to, make a bucket list. You can see what you want to do next year and then check off the things that come up and you enjoy, and things that maybe make a note that no, I didn't enjoy that. I don't want to do that again. But the things you do enjoy, this is time to really put your needs forward. Oh, look, Dawn's back again. Dawn, I just did a reading for Lewis from our
Okay.
Tuesday night group. Would
Oh,
you
nice.
like to address him?
It's interesting. The only thing I'm getting is, Lewis, do you have a little white dog named Peanut? Because I'm getting this little white dog, this energy of a little white dog named Peanut. Do you have a dog, Lewis? That I don't know that to be the case. Do you have a little white dog named Peanut? I can't see Lewis with a little white dog, but it's funny. A little white dog named Peanut.
No, I just did a reading for you, and I just did a reading for Lorena, and she has a little dog named Peanut.
Did I do a reading for her? I don't think I did. Did I do?
Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're supposed to.
Oh, yeah, because I was just, I don't know. But we're doing Lewis. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So Lorena has a dog named Peanut?
She has a little dog named Peanut. It's really cute. It's got the
Does it
hair that
shake?
goes everywhere.
Does it shake a little bit like this? It's kind of, because I'm seeing it kind of like shake a little bit. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Louis, we're gonna get back to you. I promise.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's Lewis says he has a cat named Willow. No, yeah, okay, so it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I was just getting Peanut energy. It was interesting. Peanut, a little white dog named Peanut. So
Maybe he needs to get a little dog and call it Peanut.
no, I'll be the last person to tell somebody to advise somebody to get a dog, because I'm telling people no, we don't want any more dogs. So hey, Pam, nice to see you in as well. Pam Pam Frank.
Hi, Pam.
Yes. Linda said, "Can't wait to read your book, Susan."
Oh, she's a sweetheart. What can I say?
Yeah. And then Lewis, let me see what I can get for Lewis, because I just popped in here. Let me see. Toby Harris says, "How do we buy your book, Susan?"
As soon as it's done editing, which is going to be very soon, I hope. I'll probably publish it on Amazon. They do a good job promoting books, and I've already know the kind of cover I want and everything. But I will let everybody know. I promise.
It's interesting because the first card to come out to me is the Ace of Swords. So, Lewis, you have entered a whole new. You're not. Well, yeah, no. I think that when I say that, I think I did choose the right words. You've entered a new era of you taking control of you trying to of an energy of taking control. But it's like not taking control of your life so much; it's taking control of things around you and no longer letting them happen. Not letting them happen on their whim. It's like you're stepped up and you're like, you know what? I'm now being something, and it's interesting because. Something's coming your way. The universe is bringing you a gift, and the gift is going to shake you up a bit. It's going to destabilize you a bit. It's going to kind of maybe even work your nerve, and it may be challenging. There's going to be a challenge in front of it, but that challenge is showing you pushing right through, letting nothing stop you. So I see very much a new you, a you who is taking control and not letting no excuses, no whatever. I see a new you who's like, you know what? It's my turn. And I'm thinking Diana Ross in that song, "It's my turn." And I don't have all the answers. At least I know I'll take my share of chances. That is it. And look at this. I'm loving it. Again, a patient energy. Things are going to come your way. Be prepared to openly embrace them. Talk to people, get advice as you move forward. Don't be afraid of that. You are not an island. You do not exist by yourself. So make sure you open up to people and let them give you advice when you believe it's right. But also, Lewis, the one thing that I got as soon as I said that is also not all advice is good advice. Not all advice is good advice. So make sure that you pick and choose the advice that you believe truly is significant in your world. There are people who will offer advice that would work wonderfully in their world, but it doesn't fit yours. Take the advice and thank them for it, and then instantly push it out the other side so where it's gone, because it's not useful in your world. But they mean well. That's the good part. They mean well. Again, finding that balance. Again, taking in what you know to be right and spitting out what you know will not work for you, understanding the difference between the two. And you intuitively know this. You don't need me to say that. But look at this. Again, you're going to come across this. You're coming through such a very powerful, a lot of things moving fast, a lot of motion, a lot of energy, positive energy, Lewis. But right in front of you are some great times. And look at this, the celebration card. Love it. So again, at the end of this celebration, you're going to be by the middle of next year, you should be in a very, very positive energy space with a lot of great things happening. And you're going to wonder, man, how did it take so long to get here? It didn't take long. It just took opening your mind, opening your heart, opening your spirit. And what do I say about my abundance? I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Say that, Lewis, every day. I'm telling you, invite the abundance in. You deserve it. You've earned it. Okay, that's what I'm getting for Lewis.
Did you get the Empress for Lewis too?
I did not.
Okay, because I feel like this is the time that he needs to just, take care of himself for change, because he's so used to taking care of everybody else.
Yeah. But that's part of that take charge, is like, say, you know what? I'm not letting everybody else utilize me and my energy. I'm taking charge of my energy. I'm taking charge of my direction. I'm moving forward. Yeah. Put yourself first.
I think we should do a short reading for Pam too. Would you like
Absolutely.
to pull some cards? Yeah.
Yep. Pamela. What do you got for Pam there?
Okay, Pam, this is very interesting because it looks like around you with people, I don't know if it's people you work with or family issues or something, there's a lot of conflict. Some people just really like drama. They really do. And it's taking your energy, but they're saying, walk away from that. Move forward, because the wish that you have for yourself, it's going to happen. Your dreams are going to come true. This is the wish fulfillment card, but only if you remove yourself from that energy of all these people taking, and, bringing your energy down. When you break away from that, a lot of good things are going to happen for you. Okay, Pam, thanks.
Pam, what I'm seeing is you still have a lot of mess around you, and it frustrates you. You feel like sometimes you feel like you don't know which way to move. You don't have the flexibility or the benefit of again, trust. It's a lack of trust. And so you don't know which way to move, and it's like part of you is like, I don't want to move right now because I don't know. And that's an internal struggle you have to deal with, but that's an internal continuous struggle that you're going to surrender eventually. And again, the direction's coming to you. You're getting help from the universe eventually. It is not going to happen until the beginning of next year. Beginning of next year, don't be surprised if everything shifts around you. And but you have to be working that energy to make the energy shift, to help the energy shift. But again, the energy shift is going to come in somewhere in January, February, and that energy shift is going to bring in a whole new era of, again, happiness and contentment. Because I think that you were happy with what you were doing and where you were, and then it just recently became problematic, and I think it's going to shift again. And look at this. I love this because, again, that's that new shift. So again, that new shift is coming January, February next year. The energy will start shifting back. So have faith that things are coming around for you, and that you're going to get back to a place of I won't say comfort, but a new what do you call it?
Harmony, balance.
Yeah, but it's like a new normal for you. You won't be going back to the really good time you had before, but you'll be out of this mishigas. You'll be out of this stuff that kind of, that plucks your last nerve and tries your patience. That stuff will be gone. So again, you're moving beyond that. But again, you'll have a new normal, and that new normal is going to be good. But so it won't be this chaotic energy that you're feeling now. And about the backbiters, and you know who I'm talking about too, and the backbiter who
I don't have any of that.
Who knows they need you, but they're afraid of what your information is. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, she just needs to get away from that negative stuff, whether it's
Yeah.
people or, family, friends, work, whatever. Then she'll be okay.
People who need people.
So
Are
remember, if you're on Facebook, please hit like, and if you're on YouTube, like, share, comment, subscribe to us, and it makes us happy and it helps us along this road. Especially when we have all these glitz, we have to know, oh, this is really worthwhile. But did they finish with your blowing leaves?
Yes, there's only a distant, except for, as you said that, you just brought it back. They just kind of clicked on again. It's like, damn, how many? Crazy. It's like, it's funny. When I first came to Arizona and we were driving along and the realtor was talking to us and I said, what are they doing? And she said, they're raking the gravel. And I said, you're kidding, right? And she said, no, they rake the gravel. And I'm like, who rakes gravel? You rake leaves. And she's like, no, here you make the gravel look pretty. And I'm thinking, it's gravel. But it's true. People do. And so they blow the little leaves and all this out of the gravel, and then they make it look pretty. And it's like, ooh, but we do. It's Arizona. It's Arizona.
Yeah. Well, you have to appreciate what you have. If it's rocks that you have to make them pretty.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was born with a bunch of them in here, so I'm used to rocks. I'm used to rocks.
So tell us all about your birthday last weekend. You flew to New York and you ate lots of steak.
Flew to lots of steak. Oh my God! Flew to New York on Friday night. We went out. We had our hotel was right on Gramercy Park. Not Gramercy. I'm sorry, Bryant Park. Our friends live off of Gramercy Park, so Gramercy was in my head. Anyway, we stayed off of Bryant Park. The hotel, our hotel overlooked the little festival they're having for the holiday festival. They have the skating rink in Bryant Park isn't open yet, but all the shops are. And oh my God, the food we had bratwurst, German currywurst, which is one of my favorites. So we went to this little shop and we're having dinner, but I still had to get currywurst first. I had the currywurst, and we walked around and found some really cool things. And then we found we came back to that little festival a few times while we were there. But we headed uptown. We went to a little shop. There's this woman. We went to this town shop called ISAIC or. Anyway, the last time I was there, I saw these red tennis shoes that I really liked, and the shop was closed. So this time I said, we want to go there while it's open. So we got up early on time on Saturday morning, went over to Madison Avenue to that shop, and it was still not open yet. Then when it opened, we went in, and this woman kind of gave us an attitude and whatever, and she gave me the up and down, the look like, can you afford this? And I'm like, thinking to myself, oh, really? So anyway, I don't like that attitude. It's like, give me a break.
No, nobody's better than anybody else.
Exactly. And like, so if you're gonna judge me on how I dress, then I am the worst person ever because I do not dress well, and I don't mind it. My spouse dresses amazing, very cool. Me, I'm whatever you get. Whatever I felt like that day.
Have your red shoes with you?
So no, I bought the red shoes. Well, I was going to buy the red tennis shoes there, and then I asked her. She said, "What size?" And I said 11 or 12, and she said, "Is that European?" And I'm like, bitch, please. I didn't say that, but I wanted to say it so bad. I'm like, really? You're going to ask me that? You know better. It's like, if you know sizes, Anyway, so then I said, no, I thought I played innocent. I'm a dumb. I said, I thought European sizes were 44s, 45s, 46s, just giving it back to her a little bit, but anyway, we left and we did not buy shoes. And we went on down. We stopped at Bergdorf Goodman's. It was not open yet. Went on to Ferragamo's because I love Ferragamo's. I have a pair of really good Ferragamos. And sure enough, walked up to the second story. You go up the steps one side, you do the platform, come back the up, turned, and boom, right there in the window with the sun hitting it like a vision were my red alligator Ferragamos. And I'm like, so I go there. I didn't need anything else. I didn't care about anything else in the store. Nothing else. And I didn't see anything else in the store. It was like, everything went cloudy. And I'm like there. So I tried them on. They fit well. We chatted a little bit. The guy brought us some Prosecco, so we're sitting there drinking a little Prosecco and enjoying, knowing he's, losing us for the bill, but we knew we were going to buy him anyway. So I did, and it was great. And so I bought my my alligator, the most I've ever spent on any piece of clothing in my life, the most I probably ever will, but it was worth it. So no, we spent a great time. We enjoyed, we went to this place, that place. We went uptown, downtown, all around town, ate at a lot of different places. By the time that Sunday night came, we went to a steakhouse and I was staked out. Cause I eat steak. I love steak, but I had steak like every meal. Even for our brunch, I had steak frites. I'm like, damn, but it was so good. So it
You
was
enjoyed
good.
it. That's what counts. It was your birthday.
It was my birthday. So the birthday, but by the time the birthday had passed, people were still doing the birthday. And I'm like, don't tell them. Don't say that. Cause but no, my birthday was a day ago. Please, no more. I don't want,
So you
I'm
got
done.
birthdayed out.
I was birthdayed out too. I'm like, please don't tell people it's my birthday.
Well,
So
Danny Martin, my friend Danny Martin, I haven't talked to her in a couple of years, but she's here and I think we should give her a reading. So I'm going to pull a few
Absolutely.
cards for Danny. She's got an unusual name. She spells it Dani. So I think that's cool. She's kind of a neat person. Okay, looks like finances are kind of crazy right now. And you've got the Tower card. Oh, my dear. So that means starting all over, making some major changes. But so it's like all these options are available to you right now, all these choices to make, but you will make the right one. It's like you're starting all over again. And then all of a sudden you have prosperity again. So this is a good thing. So don't be afraid of the changes. When it all settles down, it will be good. Thank you, Danny. Dawn?
Danny. What was her last name again?
Danny Martin.
Danny Martin. Danny is originally from the East Coast. Do you know her, Susan?
Yeah, I don't think she's from the East. I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, because I'm being drawn to the East Coast for her, East Coast energy.
She may have relatives from the East Coast.
Something about the East Coast, the upper Northeast Coast.
I think she's got like 5 kids. That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm being drawn to the upper Northeast Coast. I'm being drawn to drawn to a legal issue on the upper Northeast Coast. Someone, if it's not hers, then someone who is a relative is dealing with a legal issue. And again, upper Northeast Coast. Tell them Danny, if you're still listening, tell them if you hear about this and it comes to you, tell them do not take this lightly. This is the person who's doing this is the company who's doing this are not to be trusted. Do not sign anything unless you get legal counsel. Make sure that legal counsel reviews anything that comes in about the situation. Make sure that they don't sign. Make sure they don't commit or sign themselves on something that they shouldn't. I don't know if this is a collection issue or a judgment situation or whatever. But again, I'm getting a legal situation for a family member, Northeast Coast, and that family member is going to be facing very unscrupulous people who even if they sign something, if they're not careful, they're going to wind up screwing themselves. So they could hurt themselves. If this happens, if this comes to light, please make sure that they have advice or just visit with an attorney and make sure they're doing the right thing. Because again, I'm getting some really unscrupulous people, and it's like credit people who are dirty and just nasty people, and they will do whatever. So I don't trust them at all. I'm feeling this, and I've sat on that side of the bench I've sat on the other side of the bench from that kind of. I know that energy, and it's not pretty. They don't care about justice. They don't care about right. These people only care about the bill and what they can collect. So do not trust them. This is all about money and nothing more. This is not about right. It's not about wrong. It's about justice. It could even be from a car situation, a car accident. So if it's an insurance deal for a car accident, I don't know. It could be something as simple as that. But yeah, there's whoever it is, if they contact you, if you hear about it, please advise them to make sure that they get some kind of advice from an attorney. This is something they do not want to play with. The people that are coming at them are people that are not nice, and they do not have their best interest at heart at all. These people will cut you. They will cut you. And I mean that metaphorically. You know what I mean when I say that. Okay, so please be careful. Please be careful.
And scrupulous.
Very unscrupulous.
Horrible.
A very negative energy around them, a very opportunistic energy, which is not good.
So I think we should remind people again what's going on with us, that we have 2 big fairs coming up before the end of the year. And one is on November 19th, which is put out by the Purple Lotus Psychic Fair, and it's called Embracing Your Journey. And they will have all kinds of vendors and readers. And that's on the 19th from 10 to 5 p.m. That's this month at New Vision Center for Spiritual Living. And that's at 18010 North Tatum. And then on December 4th, we will be at the Phoenix Psychic Fair on Dunlap and I-17. Both Dawn and I will be doing some mediumship platform at 10 o'clock. And this is the fair goes on from 9 to 5. And we always have a good time, don't we, Dawn?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you want a private reading, you can contact me at sgrayson2@msn.com. Or if you want a reading with Dawn, you can contact him at Dawn Ruma at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And then this Thursday, which is tomorrow, which is the first Thursday of the month, we do a mediumship practice. I run a mediumship practice class at Rising Phoenix Spiritualist Church at 7 p.m. And that will be tomorrow evening. Do you have something to share, Dawn?
No, hold 1 second. I'm trying to download the image for the tonight, Angie Lewis, A5 says, and I will be back online at the tonight. I'm at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I'll be back online doing readings. We start at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. And so you can find us online for that. And then tomorrow morning, I'm back online with another friend of mine, which is Shauna Sellers, Natural Divine Goddess. So check us out. We're also, all of us are on social media platforms across the board. So YouTube, Facebook, whatever. So whichever platform you're on, check it out. But it's myself or Natural Divine Goddess, Shauna Sellers, on Thursday morning. We start at 7 a.m. West Coast, 10 a.m. East Coast. And so watch out for us there and come in and join us and get a free reading there. Also, if you could, don't forget to hit the like and follow buttons. Subscribe on YouTube, please, and hit the little icon bell. If you haven't already come to my page, please go over and see my page and then click that subscribe button. That would be great. If you hit that little icon bell on both Susan and my page, that icon bell beside the subscribe will let you know when we go live. And so you don't have to worry about having to find us or when keeping track, because you'll get notice on your phone and it'll say, oh, they're live, and you hit that button and boom, right there it is. Now I'm going to show you, this is the flyer for the Purple Lotus event. I'm going to pull up the flyer real quick for you so you can see it. And so if anybody needed to know where it was or whatever, it's just kind of a cool event. And you know what? I don't think it's going to load properly. Nope, it's not loading properly. Of course not.
Just stick it in front of you. I printed it, but it was black and white, so that's no good. It's real pretty.
I was trying to. I had it downloaded the other day, and then I realized I deleted it because I was needing space. So anyway, I have it up on screen. Let me see. I do have it on screen, though. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's not loading for some reason. I don't know. Usually you can pop it up and it pops up. But anyway.
If you forget the dates and everything, just go to our websites. You know, both of us have websites and you can get all that information. And Dawn, are you going to be joining me next Wednesday?
Probably so.
All right. We make a good team. I appreciate you. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you for being here. And hopefully we helped you with your questions. And is there anything you want to add, Dawn?
Yeah, I think I've got it here, Susan. Let me see if I can share it with people for the Purple Lotus. Can you see that? Does everybody? You don't see the thing?
Oh. Okay.
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
I've got the little,
The advertisement?
well, I can't tell. This is, okay, it went back to the other already. Oh, here it is.
Bill found
Yeah,
it,
no, yeah, I know, but it disappeared.
but it disappeared.
Well, let me pull it up again then. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. These are the fun times with technology. It's always such a wonderful day with technology.
Oh, we did that for 45 minutes before we finally got on live.
Exactly. Let's see. Go back here. Go back to Windows. Go back to the entire screen. Go back to Chrome tab. Do we see it here? Of course not. Of course I don't. Okay. It's not. It's not being friendly, which is not a surprise completely. So, oh, there it is. One more time. This should show up. Let me see if it does. Can you see it? Probably not, right?
I'm getting it, I think.
Bill saw it.
Yeah, but nobody else is. That's the sad part. Nobody else is getting it.
Just November
It's a meme.
19th. Yeah,
I
Bill
know.
got it somewhere.
Hey, it's a bit.
Okay.
Anyway, folks, believe me, there's a great, go to Purple Lotus and you'll find it. If you go to the Purple Lotus website. And then also for the other ones, Phoenix Psychic Fair, and that's in December. And go there. Susan and I will be back there as well. And some other readers, some great readers there. But there's also metaphysical people selling all kinds of stuff. So it's great for Christmas gifts. And also one more thing, I just forgot. And Susan, indulge me here, but my prices are going up in January. My prices for private readings are going up in January. So if you want to get a gift certificate that you can use next year or give a gift certificate, you probably want to lock in the prices this year because, again, they're going up. And when you order a reading from me, I'm sending along with it a gift certificate and a T-shirt with my logo. So so that'll be coming along with the gift of the shirt. And of course, with the new year coming, everybody will get the same thing. But the price is going to be a little bit different for next year. So make sure you lock in this year. How do you find out? You go to advice down here, advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. Send me an email and I will connect you and we will get the reading done. So there you go. That's about all I have there, Susan.
And hopefully I'm going to have my book out soon. So keep praying for me. I'm waiting.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for coming and bless you all. And thank you, Dawn. You're the best. So, and thank you, Bill, for doing all that hard work and putting your head up there.
Yeah.
Using my head.
Thank you, guys. We love you. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Bill. Okay.